guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here, and as the year is coming to an end, I want to see if I accomplished my top 10 goals that I had for 2023. So as I have this video game collection, I like to try and keep myself on track so that I'm not just trying to buy anything and everything that I see. I try to set these goals for myself and for the collection so that I can, focus in on some of the items that I just prefer a little bit more. And I had such a blast in 2023, and I don't think that I hit all of my goals, but let's just jump into it. So for number 1 up on the list, I wanted to add another area for all of these video games. As you can tell, there's not too many areas left where I can cram items into. So I thought I was going to take over the garage, but that did not happen. Now I have some items out there in the garage, but I just need a little bit more time to kind of go through some of the items and hopefully make a game room in the garage. But instead, this is where it went all crazy. I took over the laundry room, so I can't wait to show you guys what I did in my laundry room, which is in the same area as the game room. So it's very beneficial for that reason. But this is when you know that you have too many games, when you're taking over any spare area in the house that you possibly can. So we'll go ahead and have that one as a half win. And then my second goal was to try and see if I can find more video game banners. And if you guys have been following along on my traveling series, where I try and travel around the world and see what deals are out there, I scored 3 Mortal Kombat banners, a Doom banner, a Star Fox Assault banner for the Nintendo GameCube, and I had a blast doing so. So I definitely count that one as a win, because that Mortal Kombat banner, the fabric one, so that cool little silk, that one has been on my want list for many, many years, and I was able to score that for such an amazing deal. And then number 3, I wanted to travel to as many video game conventions as I possibly could, and I went to more than 10 in the past year. And I traveled to many that I'd never been to. So I love going to some of the local ones, but I had branched out and I had went all the way out to Arizona. I had went to Ohio a few times. I had went to Georgia. Just so many awesome video game conventions. Just having a blast there, finding cool things, just chatting with so many awesome people, and meeting up with so many of my friends at the Southeast Game Exchange. Definitely had a blast, and I can't wait to see which conventions I go to in the upcoming years and see which areas I get to travel to. So that has definitely been a blast. And then number 4, I wanted to find some video game kiosks that I didn't have. And although I didn't find that many, some of these kiosks and different meetups had led me to amazing items in my collection. So I had went out to someone's house to pick up a Nintendo Wii kiosk, and I walked away with so much more than just that kiosk. But I'm so thankful because I absolutely wanted that one for so many years, hadn't been able to find it for a reasonable deal, and picking it up for a couple $100, you cannot beat that. And I walked away with so much more, so that is definitely a win in my book. And then on to number 5. So that is where I wanted to collect more video game libraries. And at the end of last year, I completed my Vectrex set. This year, I completed my Gamecube set. So I was able to get those Game.com games. And I had a blast going through, discovering new games for my Super Nintendo series. I also picked up 2 more sets as well that I'm collecting for. So the Japanese Nintendo 64 games, the exclusive ones, trying to go for a worldwide set, and then even Nintendo GameCube. So picking up those sets and seeing which games I can add into the collection definitely are going to be exciting in 2024. And then for number 6, I wanted to improve some of my subscriber counts and different things like that. And I had such amazing growth on YouTube that I had done so much in this past year that it completely outshined every other year that I've been on YouTube. And that is definitely something that I'm so proud and so thankful to do. So ending this year with almost 14,000 YouTube subscribers, having all the views that I hit, over 2 million views on the channel, I'm just so thankful for that. And I just can't believe it. So I can't wait to see what the upcoming years bring and just see where we're at next year. And then number 7, I wanted to grow my video game sign, like neon signs, lights, different displays like that. And as you guys may recall, back in January of this year, I found that really cool Madden sign. So it may have just looked like a Coors Light neon sign, but it was actually for a promotion of Madden 11. So in 2010, they had this competition for Madden NFL 11, and it was for the Nintendo Wii, for the Xbox 360, for the PlayStation 3. You could compete at some of the bars around the states and see who would be the winner, and they had these really cool promotional items for it, and I was super thankful to find that for such an amazing deal. And then I also picked up that PlayStation 2 light up sign. That thing is so awesome, and finding it for less than $100, you cannot beat that in today's time. It's so cool seeing all the stickers on it that say Sony, PlayStation. It's just really awesome to see that cool stuff. And then number 8 would have to be one of my favorites. So I wanted a cabinet, like a store display cabinet. Like I'd found those Sega Genesis ones the previous year at Southeast Game Exchange, and then someone had reached out and I had bought another one. Those really cool Sega cabinets. Well, I had been eyeing a kbtoys Nintendo 64 cabinet, and I scored this one when I went to go pick up that Wii kiosk. The person delivered it to my house for me, paid only a few $100s, and it was converted to a Nintendo GameCube cabinet as well. Had everything complete with it, the glass, the locks, the shelves, the shelf talkers, just really cool items, and I just can't believe I was able to score that. It's just so beautiful, and it goes great in the game room. So I had to change up the layout of the game room, and I'm super happy with the way that things look. And then number 9, I wanted some video game apparel. Now, I didn't really pick up any video game jackets like I had previous years, but I did actually get tons of these employee video game shirts from Micropros. So a lot of those like PC games from back in the day, I was able to get a couple of those from someone who actually worked on the games. So I met a developer and he had given me all this really cool stuff, some original art for some of these games as well. And that is definitely pretty sweet because these are like items that you just don't see every day. And they're employee items, super awesome, super thankful. And then I wanted to like switch things up. So not only do I collect video games, but I love vintage toys, and I wanted to grow my toy collection. So not only did the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie come out, Mutant Mayhem, I was able to collect all of the different displays and line of toys for that. I also added to my Small Soldiers collection. I loved that movie back in the day. It was so much fun seeing that movie in the 90s and adding all of these toys that I didn't even know existed. And I got all of them for some great deals, especially on Black Friday, like 60% off. Cannot beat those amazing deals. And then adding some more Power Rangers, some other vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, and of course the list goes on. This was such a fantastic year, and I can't wait to see what 2024 will bring. So even though I didn't take over the garage, I am still going to do that. Just taking over other areas as well and adding more cool things into the collection. But I love catching up with everyone, seeing everyone at these video game conventions, but the community is where it's at. So I had such a blast meeting new people, catching up with old friends, and just having so much fun, just spending time with everyone at these video game conventions, and just the awesome support from you guys has been so awesome this year, and I'm just super thankful. So of course, let me know which are some of the items that you really enjoyed that I picked up this year. What are some items that you also scored? And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out all of my other videos and stay tuned for more.